I think that they want money.
But 60 million pounds is enough for Caicedo.
But you see, the difficulty with some of these things is that once you have Arsenal, once you have Chelsea come in.
Okay. Well.
And they tell you why they need such a player. Because if you look at Arsenal, for instance, yesterday we're having a discussion that you take Partey out, you take Sami Lokonga out, and then there's basically a huge gap, huge hole that you create. To the extent that if Partey doesn't play, we all know how it affects the Arsenal midfield. So it's about getting some backup for the players. And if you look at Mikel Arteta and Edu, what they are doing at Arsenal now, basically what they are doing is that they get a first player and they have somebody as backup. Just like you go to City, a first player and a good backup. First player, backup. First player, backup. And that's basically what they are doing because they have a first team squad. Okay, the starting 11, let me put it out. They have a very good starting 11.
And the bench is quality.
But I'm talking about Arsenal. But when it comes to substitutions, then you realize that the players that come on are not that very good. Are not that very good. I mean, if you take out Martinelli, the guy from Arsenal, for instance, who do you play in this position? If you take out Martinelli, yesterday I saw Trossard. He's such a fine player, but it's also a backup to maybe Martinelli. Because when the going got very tough yesterday, what Mikel Arteta did was to let Trossard leave and Martinelli came on. You understand? So it's about getting one player and somebody as backup, one player and another person as backup, and that's basically what Arsenal is doing. But for me, I don't know if 60 million pounds or 55 million pounds for Moises Caicedo is on the low side.
21 years.
Because they've done some very good business lately. Remember when Marco Correa left for Chelsea? Chelsea bought him for 60 million pounds.
Yeah.
They used Bissouma, went to Spurs for 25 million pounds plus add-ons. Then Neil Mopai went to Everton for 50 million pounds in the summer. Then earlier this month, just like I was mentioning, Leandro Trossard also went to Arsenal for 21 million pounds. So lately they've done some very good business because they have some quality players that they've sold. I think that the player does not want to stay at Brighton and Hove Albion, and I have always, on any given day, been against players who skip training, who don't want to go to training because they want to force their way out of the club. It happened in the case of Harry Kane. I came here, I condemned it because as professional players, once you are still under contract for a period of until 2025, you are still a Brighton and Hove Albion player.
Exactly.
Until somebody comes to buy, until the club accepts an offer for you, you are still their player. So this thing about skipping training, not going to training, doing this, doing that, just to force your way out, I don't think it's so professional.
No, but I mean, if you put yourself in the shoes of the player, I mean, you just took us through the players as to a history in Ecuador from a very poor background, actually. So if the guy wants to be the most decorated player in the history of Ecuadorian football, and there's an offer on the table, 60 million pounds, you don't even have to push the guy to the point of skipping training. Sometimes you should understand the emotions of the players. Okay, so this is Brighton. Obviously, another bigger club than Brighton, Arsenal, has come in with this huge offer. Just let the player go because the amount is enough to get a replacement.
I've always said that if you sign a contract of employment, you have not signed a contract of slavery. It's not about slavery. It's a contract of employment which has terms and conditions which both parties will have to comply with. So, in such a situation, I think that what normally comes to the fore is negotiations. The two parties will have to sit down and negotiate something. But if you have a player who doesn't want to play and you still want to force him to play, definitely, even though he's under contract until 2025, you are doing something against the wish of the player. So I'm expecting Brighton and Hove Albion to come out and let's say have a discussion with the player. And I mentioned earlier that Roberto De Zerbi, their manager, has said that he's had some initial discussion with the player as a father, not as a manager, and has implored the player to stay at Brighton and Hove Albion. He didn't give us the reason why he wants the player to stay, but I said he's told him a lot of things that will make the player still stay at Brighton and Hove Albion. But the player still wants to leave because he's talking about money for the club and money for himself. So at least he can also take care of some brothers and sisters in Ecuador. So it boils down to negotiation. Then we have up until Tuesday for this thing to conclude. I don't know if you go to Arsenal. I don't know if you go to Chelsea. After Arsenal's game
right now, Arsenal is leading.
After Arsenal's game against Manchester City yesterday, at the post-match press conference, I mean, this question was put to Mikel Arteta. And he said that he doesn't want to comment on players who are still under contract with other clubs. He said he doesn't want to comment on players who are still under contract with other clubs. But I think that if you look at what is happening now, most probably will end up at Arsenal. But the two parties will have to sit and negotiate because the player wants out and the club will have to meet him halfway.
Do you think Chelsea...
transfer market, the probability of transfer when it comes to Moises Caicedo, Chelsea.
No, speaking to the microphone.
Chelsea stands at 49%. It's going up. Then Arsenal also stands at 37%.